did I fill in? What did I say last time? I said
You said
what was the first thing I said?
Tomodachi Gay.
Yeah, Tomodachi Gay. Yeah. I'll know it. Okay, and then this one was Twilight
It was Gen 10.
Princess.
Oh yeah, yours is Twilight Princess NSO, and then Switch to Edition SS.
Skyward Sword S2E. Your second one was Pokemon
Gen 10 greater than Gen 9 and
10. 8. Nope. Better than Gen 9. I'll just put an extra line here. And also 8. And then we had Pokemon Gen 10 have over 100 new Pokemon. Okay. Did you say your third one?
Yeah, it was
Me?
Twilight Princess HD Switch 2.
HD
Switch
new,
2.
and then maybe Wind Waker. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Switch was in the middle of the third one.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's it called? Ocarina of Time remake.
Oh, you're lucky. Okay. I have heard that. Damn. Okay. I'm just to combat that, I was wavering on whether or not I would put this on my list, but I thought it was either one or the other. I just might as well put it now. I think because they released the set with the minifigure, I wavered on this because I know they have a new game coming out, and it's taken them multiple years to make multiple games. But they did this for Horizon. I think there's going to be a Lego Zelda video game.
That could be fun.
If in fact it
Interesting.
happens.
Hasn't it? I'm like not. I'm inclined to not believe that.
Yeah, I don't really believe it either, but if I'm right, imagine.
Yeah, I'm like, 'cause that's like never really been done before. I don't think.
They
No, I
did
don't
like
think so.
a Lego game for Horizon, like that PlayStation series. And they wanted to make a Lego Tomb Raider game. So there's like a precedent, I suppose, but Nintendo's never done it. But the fact that there are Lego items now in Animal Crossing and they've had so many different sets, I think it's... I don't think it'll necessarily be like, oh, like a Lego game, like it's going to go through the events of the games. Maybe it'll just be a spin-off something. But Lego's really big now just because they are in Fortnite, and now kids know who Lego is again.
I wonder if that's really it. That might be it. I don't know.
Never know. All right, well, we each have 2 more predictions then.
All right, so you guys said 3D Mario announcement, or
I
we
didn't,
talked
but
about it.
yeah.
But my prediction is actually Mario Maker 3 announced,
Oh,
and I think it might be a holiday game.
I've heard some people theorize that.
because they got the mouse.
Yeah,
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. I think I might have thought about that, but I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, you take the best of the Wii U and the Switch game and combine into one, you could have the best Mario Maker game.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, now that I think about it,
This
it does
game's getting
seem
heated.
like it seems like a thing that like is inevitable. Maybe not this year, but it
Which
is
means
probably.
it's probably not going to
Yeah.
happen if it's inevitable, knowing
Yeah, right.
Nintendo.
Yeah, like let's make a let's like add an update to a remake of a game that came out 15 years ago.
I
a
mean,
year
what
after
was
it comes-
inevitable was the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD, and then we just haven't
Yeah,
seen
it's
those
Never
since
happened.
the Wii U.
Never happened.
Okay, Switchy, your 4th lock for Nintendo 2026.
Mario Kart World paid DLC.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I've gone back and forth on it, but I don't know. I feel a little bit more. Ever since the Animal Crossing paid DLC, even though it was small, I'm feeling like, I don't think they really have like an expiration date on when they're willing to do stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, for whatever reason, they decided to, hold it back. But now they still might do it.
Now, do you think that if you're an NSO, do you think you get it for free?
That'd be
I don't
nice.
know, maybe.
But that was the deal with the booster course pass, right?
It was, but they didn't do it for Donkey Kong. So
Oh,
I don't know.
Wait, the booster course pass? That was NSO included?
Yes.
NSO expansion pack.
I think I have that
don't
because
think
of Andrew, but
Yeah.
I don't think I ever bought the expansion pack. I don't think I ever bought the booster course. I think I just had the expansion pack the whole time.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass for the Nintendo Switch family of systems. For Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yes.
Oh man,
Nintendo Switch.
this Donkey Kong update is really throwing me for a loop. Because
Right?
I already double dipped in the Zelda thing. I had another idea because I wanted to touch on the prospect of there being a Switch 2 edition for like a remake, because I think that's really interesting. My other option was maybe like if they did a Switch 2 edition for like the 1,000-Year Door and just like added stuff on top of that, because I think that's really interesting. Here's what I'll say for this. I know that every September they always show off a new console, more or less, coming to Nintendo Switch Online. But I think, similar to a thread that was, or the trend of 2023... You know what, I'll end with something stupid, so I'll just go with this. Mansion 4, set in...
I was going to guess that.
I'm going to do set in a band... Wait. It's going to be in an abandoned theme park. I know that might be not perpendicular with their business because they have their own theme park now, but I think that's a spooky setting that you could like explore through as a hub world. That would be fun.
Yeah, no, honestly, all things considered, I feel like that's pretty believable.
I want to believe.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think regardless, there probably like will be a new Luigi's Mansion. I just wanted to lock in like an idea for it. The Ocarina of Time remake is bold, but okay. Well, this is the last prediction for all of us. Oop, there's Lorem Ipsum. Dan, what is your fifth and final prediction for Nintendo's 2026?
All right, this one's a little bit of a word salad, but kind of going in point with my first point.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be a new Smash game announced, but I think they're going to do it in a way, or there's going to be something in the trailer that's going to have something that really, really annoys people. And I don't know if it's going to be less characters or a really stupid gimmick, but I think there's going to be one thing that just really ticks people off.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be just a vocal minority, but there's going to be something.
Yeah.
It's either stupid gimmick or less characters.
I was going to do a
But it's
Hail
gonna be
Mary with
something.
my last one, then I'm like, oh, fuck it, Smash Bros. But now I don't know. Yeah. So you think that, like, having less characters or, like, cutting back on a lot of them could count as, like, a stupid gimmick that people don't like?
Not a stupid gimmick. I think it's going to be something that people are going to, like,
Be
Not
upset about.
my-
I feel like
They're gonna,
that's going to
like,
be a
bitch
big
about it.
problem for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
I've
that's
heard the
gonna be a big
arguments
problem.
for it and against it, but like no matter what, I think like if they do create, you know, the new game comes with like what was I gonna say? If the new game cuts down on the cast, I feel like we're not gonna hear the end of it. Even if like a lot of people still like the game, I think it's just gonna be a thing that
Yeah.
like people do not take kindly to.
Yeah, well, I'm on the side where, like, I would much rather it be very different. Just because, like, every Smash game, aside from, like, Smash for Wii U and 3DS, sort of just stands on their own. And especially now with backwards compatibility, like, if you want to play Ultimate, you could just play Ultimate. But maybe maybe there's a contingency for that. Maybe that'll be my answer. But
I'm down for that too, honestly. I just think I know how people are online. I just know that's going to be a thing.
yeah. Okay, Switchy, you have one more prediction for 2026.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Switch 2 Edition.
Okay. I'm running out of ideas here. All right. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Well, what's ironic here is that the idea I had, I'm like, I want to end with something Smash related, but it needs to be something different. So it's both.
Guess a character.
Oh, a character? No, I
Yeah,
got
you
it.
can
What
guess
I
a
was
character.
gonna say is that something that is also incredibly unlikely, but something that I think Nintendo would do, just be off of maybe because it's stupid enough and it sort of follows in the way they treated the recent directs where they had a Switch 1 direct and then immediately a Switch 2 direct. I think there will be a Smash Bros. Switch 2 edition released within 90 days. Wait. 90 days of new Smash game. I think they're
Oh
gonna
my
do
God,
both.
that
I
is
think
a
I
bold-
think they're gonna do
That's a
both of
bold
them.
claim.
I don't know why they would do both of them, but I'll put that there.
That is a bold claim.
Yeah, all of mine are pretty bold. I think I just wanted to shoot for the stars because if even one of them is right, I think I'll be proud that I managed to get any of them. Not that your answers were on the safe side, because some of these are, these are pretty far out as well.
I feel like I played it pretty safe.
I
think the only one. I think the only one that like isn't based off of I think things that people like things like the only one that I wouldn't bet money on is Ocarina of Time remake.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that. I guess it's because it is the anniversary, but I was gonna say my original last one was gonna be a little bit more lackluster, but I wanted to end with a bang. It was going to be that there wouldn't be Wii games on Nintendo Switch Online, but there would be more Wii remasters and ports, like more sort of the HD collection. But yeah, fuck it. I say we go across the board with Smash Bros. Okay, so but before our answer, these are 2026 predictions. Is this just like us going out there, or do we earnestly think there's going to be a Smash Bros in 2026?
I think at the very least there's going to be an announcement.
Okay.
Yeah,
because Ultimate was in the span of like 9 months or something, but Smash 4 was announced like 2 years before it came out.
Yeah. No, I think it was announced. It was announced. I think summer of 2012.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I think the first trailer was summer of 2013.
Yeah, and the games came out in like October and November of 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to say like earlier when we were talking about Nintendo's downturn, is that I think because they're never going to go bankrupt or go out of business, I guess wishful thinking, I think it can only benefit us. I think that them seeing the number go down and the sales not what they thought they were, they're going to scramble to do something. And that's why the Switch ended up with its launch that it had, was because the Wii U was such an abject failure that they wanted to have big releases back to back for multiple years. So I do think that we're still on the pathway, on the tracks, the railway that they have set up years prior. I don't think it's impossible to pivot, though. I don't know if I necessarily believe there will be a Smash in 2026, but boy, would that be fun.
Yeah, right.
Now I could actually save this document without it crashing.
Listen.
Not recovered.
They announced Dixie Kong for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD in January of 2026. At this point, anything is possible.
That really was like insane.
Sure.
Like
really big year. Gotta say, we're kicking off fantastically right off the bat with all the major announcements. I gotta fix this set. Well, I did warn everyone ahead of time that something was gonna happen with the computer, probably. Hopefully this isn't an issue moving forward. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll try it off of the laptop and see if that works at all. But, for the most part, we got like a good hour where it didn't cut, so that's pretty okay. But at least for right now, I think that we've spun our wheels, we've done everything. We've hit the ground running again. We're back for another year. And then I think we have actually, one more episode next week, and then another 2-week break, and then we'll be back again. Then for sure we'll be back. So I hope that direct doesn't happen the first 2 weeks of February, because I will be gone. But as for right now, I have been your co-parent, BHultra.
And I have been your co-parent, Switchy.
And I've been your Funkle Dan.
And I'm going to hang up and hopefully give my screaming computer a break, even though work still must be done. I don't have an outro song because I had to open multiple tabs, so I'm going to have to download those VODs again. Now, this is the post show. I'm your post show. I need a... Oh, no, it's already right here. You guys like this song? Wait. There we go.